Blaine and Cy from Actualize Sports and Fitness, and we're just really excited about a launch of a new program that we are calling our No Gym, No Equipment, No Problem 4-week bodyweight training for athletes. This is a program that we just launched a few days ago, and we just feel like there's really something here, not only for our local athletes and people who want to perform and move like athletes, but just really anywhere, because this is an online product. And so you'll see down below kind of the high-level bullet points behind this product, but I brought Cy here today to talk about and add value to the reasons why we think this is such an incredible program right now. So I'll just really quickly give you a highlight of what those things are that you get on the training side. You're going to get 3 online training videos with Coach Cy and some of the staff each week for 4 weeks. You're also going to get additional homework for training and energy system work to develop your conditioning and a whole bunch of other things with regard to motivation and nutrition, but specifically with regard to training. What are people going to get in their training sessions with you, right? They're going to get stronger, they're going to increase their speed, agility, reaction, quickness, their power, all of these things, but what are the hows and the whys behind this program, Cy?
Yeah, so the thing that we're trying to encourage people is to not use this downtime as an excuse, right? Because if you're a trained athlete, someone that's been training, those qualities that you've been working so hard to acquire, they go away really, really quick. So the nice thing about that is we don't want to discourage people who are relatively untrained either, because the way the program is designed is it's meant to kind of meet people where they are, right? It's pretty easy to scale within the session, and we're pretty excited about that. So within the program, we're using certain principles to drive adaptations, right? So in order to play or be athletic, there's certain qualities that we go after. And the program is set up to where we have warm-ups that are very similar over the 4-week period, and we're kind of building some movement qualities within those warm-ups. At the bottom of the warm-ups, we start transitioning into more of that speed, agility, reaction type, quickness type things. But the cool part is each day of the week, so we have workout A, B, and C, there's a different quality that goes into that. So like with plyometrics, there's different phases of like a stretch shortening cycle, if we're getting really specific, that we need to address that's going to optimize your potential to be a better athlete, right? So again, the goal with these is let's get you moving really well, and the program is set up to meet you where you are. So there's a bunch of things where we do like max effort isometrics with minimal equipment. So when we say minimal equipment, the only thing that we really require is a bath towel, right? Like that's it. So setting you up and doing max effort isometrics, so there's that central nervous system stimulus, and that in and of itself is enough to kind of maintain some of those strength adaptations that maybe you've actualized in the gym already. So the cool part is that also works well for other people, right? Because there's not a ton of stress that gets put on the body with a big external load like doing a deadlift with twice your body weight. So that allows us to be really creative with the programming to where we can sprinkle in these different types of qualities. And then the other thing is a lot of people don't actually know what joint angles to use, right? So if we're an athlete, pretty much every sport requires some sort of movement, whether it's in a linear or a lateral direction. So we're using parts of the warm-ups and parts of the programming to build in like that, like body awareness and positional awareness, and teach you how to put your joints in the right position, so then you know how to put force into the ground. All the while having you move well, so you can bend and twist and whatever your sport requires, which in the long run is going to lower that likelihood of an injury. So we're pretty excited about this.
Question for you, Cy. What happens when we start to take 1 or 2 weeks off from training, or like muscle mass? What happens there? Strength, performance, all that stuff.
So depending on where you look in the literature, those qualities can decrease like exponentially, right? They take a long time to get to where we want them to be, but just the relative state of readiness goes away really, really fast. So that's why we've been creative with this program, is like, even if you've taken a week off, you've already lost some capacity in it. It kind of varies depending on where you look. Right. But the way the program is designed is we're going to go after those. So not only are we going after like a max strength, but we're also going to go after hypertrophy, right? Because an increase in muscle mass gives us the opportunity to express more force, which means that's a fancy way of saying just being more powerful and explosive. So we're trying to go after all qualities, and it has that undulating approach to where maybe one day is a little bit more hypertrophy focused with like a little strength stimulus built in, and then the opposite day it switches. But again, just to reiterate, each one of those days is unique and they all play off of each other to kind of build what we believe is a holistic athlete.
It's really well said. Exciting stuff. In addition to the training, just know you're also going to get a ton of helpful nutrition resources, and we actually build in by weeks and goal setting to help you to actually start to ask your question, well, why am I pursuing these purposes and potential in athletics and in life? And so really exciting stuff there as well. So just encourage you, click the link below, learn a little bit more information, and just be encouraged and equipped during this time. Take advantage of it. See you later.
See ya.